Jaclyn! You sure know how to talk to a queen.
Hey everyone, it's Jaclyn Forbes. Today I'm joined with the one and only Jimbo from Canada's Drag Race Season 1. Welcome!
Thank you! I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so excited to have you on. I mean, secret, I've been rooting for you this whole time, so I'm so excited to watch tomorrow's episode and find out the big finale.
Yeah, it's so exciting. I can't wait to see what happens.
I know, I'm going to try to get secrets out of you, but I hear that you're not going to tell me any spoilers, so that's no fun. But I figured we could have a bit of fun and get unready. You know, so much of drag is getting ready, these amazing looks and outfits. So today I thought we'd, reveal a little bit of the unready. Are you down to take off all of this beautiful makeup and get unready?
I am, yeah.
Well, we somehow unintentionally had this super coordinated makeup. I mean, I will say yours is much more glam than mine, but I figured we would get unready together and take off this purple eye.
I love it. It's like pink lightning. The gloves are off. I guess I should take my earrings off.
I know, should the jewelry come off as well? That's always my question when I'm washing the face.
And I gotta take my hairs off. Take it off first because it's the foundation goes under the wig line.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, I've gotta pop the glue, pop my lace.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, I'm bald now. Now it's like peel these babies off. I wear some big ones. And then usually if I'm wearing contacts, which I often am, I'll pull those out. And if I'm wearing fake lips, I'll rip my lips off.
And then, time for a wipe?
And then it's time for a Neutrogena all-in-one wipe.
I feel like whenever I do special effects and prosthetics makeup looks as well, and the first step, I do like 8 cleanses of my skin, but the wipe is good to get all of the first layer, the physical debris, especially if I have more of an intense makeup going on.
Yeah, I love how moist they are without being like super saturated, and they just take everything off so quickly and you just feel so fresh.
I know, it's also like the best when you just see your face, you're like, that was me 5 minutes ago. Now we're gone.
Yeah, there's my first layer of me.
How many wipes do you normally go in one go? Because I know normally one wipe to remove everything, but obviously we know drag is a bit more heavy-handed with the makeup. So how many if you had to count?
Well, like a drag queen is like an onion with many, many layers. So I would say it's like, you kind of put like 3 faces on, really, one on top of the next between all of the stuff and the finishing. So it usually takes me maybe about 4 wipes.
I always find it's a shocking amount in the ears and the jawline that I'm like, how did that even get there in the first place?
It's also really hard to get the glue off because I have to glue my hair down, my eyebrows, and I glue down my the sides of my head here.
Oh, you do the head as well?
Yeah, in order to bring my paint all the way back, because I really hate if you have a blonde wig on and then all of a sudden you can see the brown sideburns there.
What other like makeup pet peeves do you have when it comes to drag?
I would say just like the chunky eyebrow. Yeah, like if the block doesn't go well, I mean you can pretty much do anything after the block as long as it doesn't look like you've got some oatmeal on your face.
Do you have any makeup mishaps that stand out right off like the top of your head of, oh, I needed to learn how to blend better or something like that?
Well, I did this character one time where I was this bodybuilder, Tiny Tina, and I spray painted my suit. I wanted to look tanned, but I got the wrong color of paint, and I ended up looking very tanned, and someone backstage asked me if I was diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, actually, I'm a beautiful lady.
Yeah, how do you respond to that?
And I'm about to go on stage. So thank you for your question. Bye.
Well, that person is fired.
Yes, there you go.
Now, one thing I love about these wipes is I feel like I'm really going to town on my skin and no redness. And I'm a very sensitive skin human. And they're so gentle, which is so nice.
I love it. It's like a little moisturizer at the same time as a cleanse. It's a little day at the spa. Can I get the shirt size of this?
Now, obviously, you're transforming a ton. How do you keep your skin in check? Do you ever find that it freaks out if you're, putting on too much makeup all the time? Or is it all about the removal?
I think with the shaving is what irritates it the most, I would say. Like everyday shaving and then putting stuff on it. But I always, I try to just keep my skin really clean and hydrated. And I also use like some essential oils after, like some rose oil.
I obviously need to know, your looks are always so iconic. Your runway looks are just so unique and no one does it like Jimbo, you know? What look, if you had to pick from the runway from this first season, obviously, is your favorite?
Yeah, so the look I wore today is my winning Celine Dion look. So I loved that look because, I was, dying to be seen by the judges the whole time, just saying like, love my drag, give me a prize. And so then, winning that Snatch Game, which is iconic, and then winning that runway was a dream come true. And now my partner and I are going on a cruise. And yeah. And then other than that one, my denim look, I absolutely loved.
You were robbed. I'm sorry, you were robbed. Okay, I think I'm almost done at the actual first layer of cleansing. I always wear waterproof mascara, and somehow these also remove waterproof mascara, so that's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing over there? A little bit more?
I think it's getting pretty close. Everyone's like, what you been up to this morning? There's my special, witchy little robe.
I like this. Oh my.
It's so dramatic. Whenever I go and change and I come out, if we have guests, they're like, oh, okay.
That's the cleansing robe. You can't cleanse without it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my regular face wash now. Now, I need to know, because obviously I stalk you on IG way too often, and I'm obsessed with all your music videos and IGTV videos you make, specifically the Barbie girl one. Can we please talk? Where was the inspiration? How long does this take to film?
That was, this labor of love. That was, before the show aired, I wanted the audience to really get a sense of my characters and who I was, and really sort of blow the other girls out of the water right off the bat. And then I had my ex-roommate, who's a beautiful artist, Liz Dempsey, and she came in and she painted it took 5 days to paint the walls. Wow. And then we made that car, and then we filmed for, I think, another 5 days of filming. A lot of the things in that video, like all the doctor stuff, I've collected all that medical paraphernalia, and all of the props and things that were things I had collected, and that aesthetic of those lines that was inspired by this movie, The Forbidden Zone, which is a movie I love so much. And also by my friend Liz, the artist. It was our dream to make an immersive environment using her art. So it was sort of like the culmination of many years of ideas and brainstorming together. And so it just came together in this really beautiful, amazing way that we were all so proud of.
I want to talk a little bit more about filming Canada's Drag Race. When did you guys actually film it? Did you just luck out and it was pre-COVID, or did you film this last year? How did the timing work out?
They need a period of time to do all the editing, and so it's filmed last year and just outside of Toronto. And we were fortunate enough to film before COVID hit, so that was so fortunate.
Well, it must be so exciting then to relive it, I guess, a year later and watch it live.
It doesn't really go in like a memory usually does, because you move so quickly past everything. So in the end, it's just as I don't really remember a lot of what happens. The episode where, I have that fight with Rita, I didn't really remember, it being quite like that, but it was,
That's convenient. I just forgot it happened. I didn't do it.
Yeah, it's like, whoops. And then the episode after that, I was like, please don't say anything. Please don't say anything. And then I come for Rita again with the clown looks. And I was like, no!
Now, I've got to know as well, in the entire franchise, who is your favorite queen that you look up to or just enjoy watching?
I would say of everyone, Sasha Velour is kind of the biggest sort of arty, weirdo alternative. As far as comedy goes, queens like Bianca Del Rio and Trixie Mattel are, so funny. Katya, I love those senses of humor, those people that are able to just sort of riff and laugh and make jokes and just, laugh at themselves, laugh at the world, laugh at drag and not take it all too seriously. That's what I love so much too. Which is targets the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
Okay, I'm gonna pop this all over, get my skin ready to marinate. I love to just marinate my skin in so many buttery moisturizers and oils and feel like a little shiny donut before I go to bed.
Yeah. And you just lay like a mummy on your back?
Yeah, you just lay down, don't touch the pillow.
Have you ever had false those stick-on eyelash things where they glue them to your eyelashes?
Yeah. The month-long eyelash extensions?
Yes. Those are crazy. I sleep on my face and mine like rotated and spun like the other way. And we're like,
It kind of hurts when they twist.
It hurt. I was like, how are my individual eyelashes hurting right now?
Yeah, no, it definitely is like super irritating for sure. If they get twisted the weird way. Final step of my skincare. I've got a moisturizer over here. That's always how I like to finish it off. Now, what's your actual story getting into drag? Like, I know you did lots of clown before. Is that how you segued into drag?
Well, growing up, like I was always really interested in makeup and my grandma's clothes and her jewelry and my mom's clothes and her jewelry. And I would take my brother and we would go down in the basement of my house and we would hide, and then we would get dressed up and we would like, you know, feel our fantasy about being feminine and being like having long hair and being sassy and, you know, all the fun things about being a girl where you get to, you know, like pull each other's hair and laugh and like run around and squeal and spin and wear dresses. Like we loved like all that stuff about it. So that was just inside me from a young boy's age of being beautiful and playing with makeup. And then, you know, it was obviously not accepted through my teenage years and, you know, into my early age. It was a bad thing where I was like, Mom, do not talk about when I used to dress up like a girl. Like it was so embarrassing. And but then, yeah, as I started to perform and I started to perform as a clown, naturally that side of me was like, oh, this is the perfect place to be fabulous. And so, yeah, it didn't take long before I was getting into beauty. And I originally, when I started doing drag, it wasn't really about beauty. It was mostly about just their characters and sort of, you know, not so much the illusion or looking, you know, ultra glamorous, but now over time I've started to, you know, trying to look more glam. It was sort of my makeup journey on the show as well. I sort of, by the end of the show, I tried to learn a little bit more about how to look more glamorous.
I feel pretty unready. I think I'm there. How are you feeling on your end? Unready?
I'm unready.
Well, this was so fun. I'm so glad we got to get unready together. And huge thanks to Crave and Canada's Drag Race and their amazing sponsor Neutrogena for helping us get unready together. Definitely make sure you check out the finale tomorrow, which I am dying for. And thanks again, Jimbo, for coming on and teaching me the ways.
Well, thank you so much, Jaclyn Forbes, and thank you, Crave and Neutrogena. This has been so much fun chilling with you and talking about makeup and the show. And yeah, let's get unready again together sometime.